Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Pollard gets it off the option. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down. And I don't think that's the start they wanted. You had the penalty, and now a loss on the first play from scrimmage.
Yeah, you and I both know that when they go out there, right before they hit the field, the coaches talked about a fast start. Well, that's the opposite of what they're looking for. Now they've got to find a way to reverse that momentum because it's the bad momentum that's going against them.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Levis sets up to throw here. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Back to throw, it's Levis. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down. Now Levis drops this underneath for Pollard. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. You talk about this Lions defense. And they're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And when you see a ranking like number 4 in the league against the pass, that's a testament to both their defensive coordinator and the general manager that crafted this unit, and now they're out executing.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now again, it's Levis looking to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Titans first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Levis. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Levis keeps it option left. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is scooped up by Lions. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well. So now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it.
Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, a pick six on the first play of the drive. And, Charles, we have our first points of the game, making it 6-0.
And while it's only 6 points in the first quarter, it certainly takes a lot of pressure off of them, doesn't it? They're in the lead. They have control. Now they just want to settle in and play their game and defend that advantage.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 5. Here's Goff. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he won't get close. Only a yard. 4th and 3. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Pushing through the contact. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Levis out of the shotgun now. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's got room. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
In motion right here, Boyd. And now a fake there on the jet sweep as they'll give to Pollard. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down. They'll get this out wide to Boyd. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Levis. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Levis looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Now 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Goff. And that is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for the Lions. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Goff now to throw. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Goff. Well, that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Quick toss by Goff is complete. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Gibbs. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
On 4th down, Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with a 10-0 lead, you figure they won't try to do anything foolish here. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
They were just trying to give their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Levis from his own end zone. Over the middle, he has Okonkwo. And all the way down to the 37. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Option play, here's Pollard. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little, and oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
In motion goes the tight end. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. He will push his way down to about the 14. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. Folks' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
First play of the drive, excellent run, just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
Levis ran it last time. Here he looks to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career, that draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a gain, hard to argue against calling it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Working from the gun. Here's Levis. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. Folk's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Watkins in motion left. Now it's Goff. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Goff now looks to throw. And oh, it's a safety. Goff got buried in the end zone. He couldn't get rid of it. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles and they've changed plays when they see certain sets? A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure. And boy, did it pay off in this case.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Levis from the gun, airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Levis sets up to throw here. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is taken at the 15. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are cut into that deficit. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a first down. Levis back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Titans on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Levis. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now Goff. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
That one let go deep for Laporta. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Titans are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On second down, here's the option. He'll pitch it. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. That's complete to Traylon Burks. That almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. Fourth down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw forward.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now Goff. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Down the right sideline, and he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
Just a breakdown there defensively. It looked like someone got their wires crossed because no one seemed to pick him up at all. He's running free, and there's not a quarterback in the league who's going to miss that throw. That's a huge play.
This is caught, and so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Sam Laporta taking it in. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now it's Goff. Completed the 1, so unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
Down the left sideline.
And down to the 28-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Pollard again. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And he is going to have a Titans first down, and that should just about do it.
Only a 1-yard gain, but good enough to just about finish this one off.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now In this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
They toss it down to Pollard.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
Pollard. They'll run with Pollard.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
What a finish in this one.